10 years deep.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been called a cyborg for his lack of emotion on the court. He said, quote, "I just try to stay locked into the game. When people are the most serious, they play the best basketball. Nobody's smiling in the fourth quarter." Brian?
Maybe influenced by his years with Tim Duncan, who also had that poker face. Allie, good stuff. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Chris Paul.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with TJ Warren, and it's Durant in at small forward. And for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Highland in at the point guard position. And Doris, some of the best stories every year involve veteran stars who were essentially put out to pasture by the pundits, and they're dominating.
Yeah, we're in a world, BA, that moves very quickly and that seems to be obsessed with the next new thing. Take a guy like Al Horford, who for a stretch of his career many consider to be past his prime, and then yet you see him in a new situation display the skills that have made him so successful for so long. It's just such confidence when Kevin Durant gets into that mid-range jumper. Like, forget about it, defense, it's over.
Pass to George. Zubac with a screen on Booker. The ball's knocked loose. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. The last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Highland misses.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here are the Clippers. It's a 5-point game.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Leonard can't get it to go.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Over Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Fouling Kevin Durant is pretty much the same as giving up a bucket, because this guy has been so consistently good from the free throw line over the course of his brilliant career.
Free throw is good from Durant. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now, but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
It's both from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Durant. Leonard, good.
Well, the offensive effort pays off for Kawhi Leonard. Right now, getting the defense into the mid-range area and then rise and fire.
Here's Paul. Really struggled in the loss against Houston. Booker with it. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over George. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Pass to Zubac. 4-3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start. It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Now Zubac. Zubac, screen. Highland. No good with the triple. The Suns leading.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
And again, it's the Suns missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. The Clippers call timeout.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Let's give a round of applause for your Clippers.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Gordon comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Norman Powell, he's checked in for George. And it's Mann in for Highland. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Baisley, he's checked in for Ayton. Craig comes in for Durant. Ross, he's checked in for Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. Plumlee passes to Gordon. Morris, a screen on Craig. Here's Gordon. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. That'll shoot 2. It's on T.J. Warren.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. And a change for the Suns. Okogie's checked in. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Payne, pass to Ross. Here's Baisley. Launches it. Phoenix no good that time either. Here's Mann. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Picked by Covington. Gordon down low. Can't hit that one. The Suns have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Outside Payne. Back to Baisley. Outside Ross. Picked up by Baisley. A shot to stop the drought. Ross can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Mann. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Gordon outside. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Baisley. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Puts up a three. The rebound by Mann. The Clippers trail. Pass to Gordon. Powell outside. Plumlee, a screen on Ross. Down low. It's tipped. And the basket by Plumlee.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Outside Craig. Pass to Baisley. Fades back. Off the left rim and out.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Gordon with it, and it's Payne picking him up, and he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
At the line for LA, Eric Gordon. At the line for two.
Shooting two.
No good on the free throw.
We got this.
And it's tied up with that one. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Baisley. Drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Powell outside. One second left. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Suns on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Fans, your Clippers, you 60.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Across the league, we've seen a lower number of free throw shots per game. Doris, has that stuck out to you?
I think we've all noticed it, certainly, Brian, and there was a long stretch of time where the rules tilted heavily in favor of the offensive player. I think now the league is trying to get back to a happy medium where the physicality is allowed to just go up just a touch, and I think it's 100% appropriate.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
Shooting two.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
I think fans can appreciate Kawhi's understated and quiet personality because between the lines there's a level of focus and competitive spirit and most importantly productivity that you can really appreciate.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Misses off the right iron. Pass to George. Leonard with the ball. Fader on the way. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Here's Highland. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
But there's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Now here's Paul. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Shooting for Phoenix, Chris Paul. At the foul line for 1.
That's good from Paul.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's George. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Leonard can't get it to go. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Durant, no good. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. George for 3. Buries it from 3. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, when you have a scorer like Paul George, it doesn't matter where it comes from. In that instance, hey, just catch and shoot.
Outside Durant. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Durant's got 9.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Norman Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And over the last 10 games, here are the shooting guards who have been scoring the best. In the 3rd spot, Devin Booker. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
Yeah, the absolute best of the best at the shooting guard position. I mean, they can score the ball and flat out dominate defenses.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
Now here's George. He had 9 points in his last time out. Oh, denied by Durant.
This is probably the aspect as his career has gone on where Kevin Durant has improved the most. The defensive end, he is a real factor.
Here's Paul, taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. For three, Booker nails it from three. Booker's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Now here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Highland. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Warren, the pass to Paul. Back to Warren. Pass to Paul. Durant with it. Over George. Durant's shot is off. Here's Highland. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Zubac with a screen on Booker. Powell passes to Zubac. That one's good for 2.
Well, using the play to move the defense to his team's advantage. Go ahead, Norman Powell. Pretty pass.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Phoenix calls timeout. Group getting ready for the Clippers. Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Covington comes in for Morris. Gordon, he's checked in for George. And it's Mann in for Highland. .156 left in the first half. Back to Baisley. Pass to Ross. Picked up by Baisley. 5 to shoot. Ross can't get it to go.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Powell passes to Plumlee. 1:24 left to play in the first half of basketball. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to Mann. Back to Gordon. Back to Mann. Tipped away. 40 seconds left in the first half. Paisley, good.
This is something Paisley must hone. When he's scoring inside at a good percentage, what a bonus.
Covington, a screen on Ross. Powell against Ross. Powell, that's good. Powell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
They're lucky to be holding on to this lead after the inconsistent first quarter. But they're starting to hit their stride now, pulling those percentages up.
Now here's Payne. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pulls up. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Basketball. Now, into the lineup for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Clippers on top. They lead by 2. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. Zoo, a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just have to be ourselves, you know, just be ourselves, move the ball, play the unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves an offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome, folks. For the Phoenix Suns tonight, they're looking at what should be a good battle in a game that's still up for grabs.
These guys have the worst shot selection in shot selection history. You don't shoot in the low 30s by chance. Absolutely no discipline. Anything they see, they're just going for it.
Kind of sounds like you at the buffet, big fella, right? Give me some of this, give me some of that, give me some of this, give me some of that.
As long as you're paying, Ernie.
Moving on now to discuss the small forward clash that we saw in the first half of this one.
They've been assertive at the offensive end, willing and able to shoulder the scoring for their teams.
Yeah, they put on a show for us, Shaq. You know, it's something we kind of expected, but two great competitors are really going at it.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Highland in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Leonard. The 3. Highland misses. Paul with it. Outside Booker. Warren with a screen on George. Booker for 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Highland. Leonard against Hayden. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Now Paul. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant. A selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
The first free throw is good. Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever, Doris.
BA, to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Morris, a screen on Durant. Leonard for three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Paul passes to Ayton. Outside Durant. And that misses. That would have put him up. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Here's Highland. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Leonard outside. 6 to shoot. And the Clippers miss again. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Warren with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. Zubac against Warren. Ayton, a screen on Zubac. Here's Warren for the lead. And it's finished off by Ayton as he lays it in. And the Suns lead by 2.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Coming onto the court right now. Time to get excited for your Clippers Spirit.
So for the Clippers, Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Covington comes in for Morris. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Baisley, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Craig comes in for Warren. Okogie's checked in for Durant. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. Here's Highland, defended by Payne. Here's George. Soft touch off the glass. George has got 5 points.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Booker for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand. Covington, a screen on Booker. Out to Covington. Launches the three. Here's Plumlee. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Gordon, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Mann comes in for Highland. And a change for the Suns. Ross, he's checked in for Devin Booker.
Mason Plumlee, shooting 1.
And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Plumlee. Now Powell. Plumlee down low. Guarded by Ross. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It goes on Terrence Ross. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble. And they've made the most of their chances there as well.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
George, he's checked in for Gordon.
What you love about Mason Plumlee is there's a level of professionalism in terms of his effort and energy. He brings it every single night.
Now here's Payne. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Ross. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Mann. Takes a turnaround, Jay, and that one drops. George has got 4 points this quarter. And you know, Doris, in addition to the effort Plumlee puts out there, he's a dependable scorer in tight.
B.A., he's going to get the vast majority of his scoring opportunities in the painted area. He can finish with either hand, and what is so underrated about his game, his ability to find people, to pass the basketball in tight spaces.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns making a switch here. Aiden's checked in. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're in 5th place, right in the middle of the conference. Still time to improve that positioning. And of course, there's the Suns, a game back.
I think for the Suns, it's been a disappointing year for them. Now, even though they're in the mix, they're not the dominant squad a lot of us thought they'd be.
Yeah, but let's not call it a lost season yet. There's still the possibility that they can make a strong run in the playoffs. And if that happens, all their regular season woes will be forgotten.
Here's Mann. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Offensive rebound, Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Well, as far as nicknames go, Terrence Ross being called the Human Torch is pretty fitting, Doris.
What a classic nickname for a player that can get hot at any moment. And boy, when Terrence is rolling, he is very hard to cool off. This is a guy we've seen rattle off 10, 15, even at times 20 straight points. That is the Human Torch personified.
First one falls for him, and the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Suns. So he gets them both.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And it's the Clippers ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to Powell. Takes a three. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Payne. Outside Ross. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
This guy has got a dominant physical frame, incredible athleticism. Nice job by DeAndre Ayton inside.
George's shot is off. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
Fight through it, okay? We got to screen better, play with more pace, all right? Just for 5 minutes. Give us 5 hard minutes, okay? Hey, next play is run hard. See how they're playing.
Well, with the finish line in their sights, Coach Lue wanting some energy here.
Point blank, it's going to come down to who wants it more. And Coach Lue is trying to up his squad's aggressiveness.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Durant in at the 3. George outside. Leonard for 3. Warren with the rebound. Warren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Sweet little floater.
How about the delicate floater on display from T.J. Warren?
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Highland. George outside. Just 4 to shoot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
At the line for LA, Paul George. At the line for 2.
That's good from George.
One of the things that's been said before, but it's so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Did enough to make it a 2-possession game. Every point counts, especially down the stretch.
Morris against Warren. Ayton with a screen. Warren, the pass to Ayton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
I'll tell you, for a center, the big man has got excellent touch at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Ayton.
I tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
Second free throw, no good.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Highland misses.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Outside Durant from downtown. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Over to the wing. Here's Highland. And the 3 off target. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Outside Warren. Outside Booker. The 3. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Highland. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Paul passes to Warren. Back to Paul. With the fadeaway. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Here's Highland. Oh, he airballs the triple. That one was way off.
Boy, he can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Paul passes to Warren. Tipped. Here's Highland. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Morris, a screen on Warren. Pass to Morris. Here's Leonard. And too long on the shot.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Paul can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. And here's Leonard. Morris with it. He's guarded by Paul. The fadeaway. Morris can't hit. The Suns trailing. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Ayton with a screen. Here's Booker. And the Suns miss again. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Back to George. 1:42 left in the 4th quarter. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. Right side Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. No matter how big, no matter how small.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 4. 1:32 left to play in the 4th. Plumlee's checked in for Morris. And the Suns also making a change. Payne's checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told them, quote, play as if it's 0-0. We want that type of energy and focus. We might be winning, but this game is not over yet. It's a clear message, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And here are the Clippers now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Zubac with a screen on Durant. Leonard passes to Zubac. Yep, that one goes. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Phoenix calls timeout. They trail by 6. A minute 20 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Time to get loud for your Clippers Breakers.
Morris, he's checked in for Los Angeles. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Leonard against Durant. Leonard passes to Morris. Out to the right wing. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Now here's Booker. Over Morris. And again, it's the Suns missing. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Second team.
Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
They double team George. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Bones Highland. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. For 3, George. And Ayton pulls it down. Payne, pass to Warren. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
Embrace the challenge, T.J. Warren. Big time shot is my time.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They lead by 4. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Seven seconds left in the fourth. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
At the line for LA, to the strike, Terrence Mann, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're losing by 6. 7 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what do you think?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
7 seconds left in the final quarter. Phoenix no good that time either. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in as New Balance presents our player of the game, Mason Plumlee.